Hey, what's up, Will? I have another unboxing of a package. You can probably guess the nature of it. So, real quickly, I'm going to gently cut the package very carefully. And we're going to see what it is. And it is a cheap, this is a weird doll. Because while he is a very cheap knockoff, he is a hollow body doll from waist up. Okay, there's no denying that he's not a Mattel brand Ken. He is a Shillman Craig, and his hair is a paler yellow than my sunglasses. So I'm wiping him off, but the weird thing is that while his upper body is hollow, his lower half is made out of rubber, almost like a real Ken, and he can bend his legs. So he's half cheap, half decently made, the Shillman Craig. And so to me that makes him very special. And he looks like a natural brunette, kind of like Archie, who dyed his hair a freaky color, yellow, because no one's hair, face it, nobody's hair as an adult looks that blonde. Nowhere is it normal for men to have white blonde hair like that, and certainly not with black eyebrows. You know, light brown eyebrows, maybe. Black, no. So, while he is drying, see, I gotta put that towel somewhere where it won't wet up the furniture. While he is drying, I'm going to put him in this outfit I bought a year ago from Temu. And while he is drying, I'm going to talk about a number of other things. About, I think I want to title this video, Craig and the Blessings of Being Poor. Now, I am anything but poor. I guess some people would call me middle class. But I want to discuss something that I may have already talked about in another video. And it is an Andy Davis doll, and something I discovered about it. And how, if I had been wealthier, if I would be wealthy, I would have probably just gone ahead and paid the $100 or $200 for an Andy Davis doll, you know, because I think it would be awesome if I could have an Andy Davis doll that would come to about right here on a guy like him. Only I would hope for him to have underwear, you know, and not be like, you know, almost anatomically correct. You know, I mean, I guess that could look like underwear. He has a funny smell about him. But I want to talk about what a blessing it is that I haven't bought that Andy Davis doll, because there's something I discovered about him. And it's the fact that he is not a 1/6 doll. You know, he is actually either a 1/12 doll, or for sure he's bigger than a 1/9 doll or something. But he's less than 6 inches tall. So he would only come about halfway, like that. So from head to toe, he would only be about like that. You know, so he'd be maybe less than 6 inches, so more like a Chelsea boy doll. And we know I have way too many of those. So he's like a Chelsea boy doll that can bend everywhere, which, you know, personally, I think less is more with dolls, you know. And I wish every male doll had a plastic hairdo like that. You know, I do not really care for rooted hair, because you think about it. If the doll is only about a sixth of the height of a human, okay, let's say my hair, let's say my hair is about the limit of what can look masculine as far as length. And it's about, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 inches long. Let's just say about 3 inches on top, 1 or 2 inches on the sides and bottom. So, that's what this is made to look like. A hairdo about like mine, maybe even longer. Okay, so the reason why male dolls don't look good with rooted hair like a Barbie, well, for one thing, they look too much like a girl doll. They look like a girl that's had a haircut. Number two, they don't look good because a doll is about 1/6 of a human, okay? And I guess there could be some deeper satanic meaning of that, but I don't like to think that way. So, about 4 inches, or let's say 3 inches, on that scale is only about a 1/2 inch. So my hair at the longest point would only be about a 1/2 inch for a doll. And because they can't make hair fine enough to have only 1/6 of the thickness, I mean, I'm not sure how you would even do that. You can't make hair fine enough to be proportional, to the doll world. So their hair is about 6 times thicker. If Barbie hair is the same texture as human hair, it's about 6 times thicker than human hair. So, that being said, if that's the case, then at the longest point, my hair would be a little over 1/2 inch. At the shortest point, it'd be about 1/4 inch. Well, when you cut hair down to that size, and you have as few hair plugs as a doll has, because, I mean, let's face it, they can't have as many hair plugs as hair follicles on a human. They just can't. You just can't do it that way. It would be one hell of an expensive doll wig if it truly emulated real human hair. So, because they cannot make a short hairdo look really good, for the most part, I mean, it's very difficult. I'm sure they can pull it off, but it's difficult to make it look good. What they're going to end up doing is giving it more length than a man would normally have, or a boy. And with a man doll, that makes him look gay. With a boy doll, that just makes him not look like a boy doll. It looks like a girl, like I said, that got a haircut and is wearing casual clothing. You know what I'm saying? Since so many girls nowadays basically wear, male clothing, they all look like they're wearing their brother's clothes half the time. It's very difficult to create a short hairdo with actual doll hair. So that's why I say they should either have some sort of a wig or a flock job, or the best scenario would, of course, be a painted head, like a sculpted and painted head. But unfortunately, because that takes, you have to create an entire mold for that. And when you just don't sell that many male dolls to begin with, there's really no demand for them. There's just not a reason to create. Like, I wish you could go to Dollar Tree and buy a doll something like this. Something of this nature. Maybe a little cheaper even, maybe a little shorter. At Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Family Dollar, just like you can with the girls. I wish they had, male versions of it, but they don't. So, because they don't, I'm just buying them online, but hopefully I'll stop buying. So I'm just so glad I found that out about Andy Davis. So that way I can just be glad I can only have or afford a doll that I've renamed Andy and not waste my money on an Andy doll that is not a 1/6 doll. Now, I guess if you were just obsessed with the character and you didn't care about the height, I guess he would work. But, you know, for some reason, they just have something against making anything in the 1/6 scale for boys. Or, you know, it really shouldn't be for boys. It should be for girls, and, you know, they should be the primary market. Because, I mean, let's face it, boys just aren't sitting around saying, you know, I want a doll of the little boy from such and such. They just don't do it. So, I think he's dry enough that I can finally do what I wanted to do, which is put him in the outfit that I got a year ago on Temu and still haven't put on a doll. See, it still looks like it's freshly ironed. Just can't get over that smell that he has. That's the rubber. So, got a brand new shirt and a pair of shorts. You know, personally, I kind of wish that he would have been hollow all the way down, but I can see why he's better this way. So, there he is, pair of shorts and a shirt. So, yep, there's our Craig. Shillman Craig.